up, X? Oh my god. We're not starting this already. Perfect timing for what? There's these kids out here like yelling, doing weird noises. Trying to sleep for 3 hours, but it's too warm. Let me look at this radar real quick. Let's turn this way so you can see this. I got my equipment with me tonight? Yes, I got my laptop or my iPad with me tonight. I do. I don't know how much it's gonna do tonight. It might be a night chase. It took a long time for storms to fire up in Virginia. There's been a couple tornado warnings so far in Virginia, but I was too far from them. You got some storms in Charlottesville right now that are severe warned, moving this direction. We're currently underneath a future thunderstorm, a little system that's trying to become a strong thunderstorm. So I just decided to go live and chat and watch this thing develop right in front of us. Thought it'd be something cool for some of y'all to witness too. A thunderstorm like developing as we're sitting here. So yeah, hold on. So down there, like right here in the distance, draft is happening. Barely anything. So isn't that cool looking? You can see a thunderstorm right in front of your face, like forming, but you don't see it on radar yet. We are in good environment for thunderstorms, strong ones. That's why I said it might be a night chase. Depends on what happens. Could catch some lightning, things like that. It's been okay. Made some decent money this morning and this afternoon. This stream's gonna be a lot different than the other ones, X. Three concurrent versus 60 concurrent. It's crazy. It's a crazy difference. That's why it's important to be in the right place at the right time. Right now is the right place, just not the right time. You got night vision goggles or nah? I didn't bring those with me. Dusty, I'm in Colonial Heights, Virginia currently. We are sitting underneath a developing thunderstorm, waiting to see what it does. We also have some thunderstorms moving in from Charlottesville. So it depends on what happens in the next couple hours. I'll stay live for the next couple hours just to see what happens. If things start to get crazy, or even if we get a lightning show or something like that, I'll continue chasing through the night. I don't typically do like night chases on this channel, but Virginia is under a slight risk today, with a 2% tornado risk as well outlined for it. So I was totally planning on chasing today. It's just going to be, you know, this late. Yes, clouds, bro. We are currently underneath a developing thunderstorm. Let me show you. Not much to show on radar here, right? So that's what we're looking at. Earlier it was absolutely nothing. And look at here. I was literally inside of this store right here when I walked out and I seen this base forming. And I seen some I seen little updraft, so I was like, this store might do something. Tomorrow's there's a moderate risk 5 states away from you. Yeah. Today's a slight risk for Virginia. It's just late. I mean, look, just like 45 minutes away from me, there's this cell here that has been severe warned for a good bit of time. It was 2 tornado warnings with this storm earlier. It is currently moving down my direction. So we're going to see what happens. There is still a possibility we get some severe weather tonight. So this might be a night chase. It's your calling? Why? Because I walked out of the store and just saw this developing thunderstorm. That's what I felt like too. So I was like, let me just go ahead and hit live. Let's go ahead and get started. That's why I didn't even create a thumbnail or nothing. I took a picture of the clouds and I posted the thumbnail. 2 days in a row now, there's been unplanned live streams. And no fancy thumbnails made for them. We're going to keep an eye on this thunderstorm here though and see what happens as it develops. Hopefully some of you guys will stick with me for this night chase. If you're just now coming in, what's going on? What's going on, G Life? If you're just now coming in, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. That way, this gets pushed out to more people. Yesterday, we had over 100 concurrent viewers at one point for like an hour and a half. We had over 100 people watching the stream, and I really feel like strongly it was because there was hundreds of likes on that stream too. Come on, what is this camera doing, bro? Dude, what is this camera doing? This thing's tripping. You really like the rush thumbnails, not gonna lie. Rather unplanned than nothing at all. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my stream yesterday got 2.2 thousand views, exactly. That's because we've seen like a possible land spout. A possible land spout or just really fast rising scud that we caught on stream. During that point, a lot of people started rushing in there. They wanted to see what it was on the camera because it looked like a land spout, which I don't know if y'all know what land spouts are, but they are less dangerous tornadoes. They still are technically tornadoes. They start from the ground and go to the cloud. When was it? Yesterday, earlier in the stream, or towards the middle of the stream. I would have to find the timestamp to tell you. I could probably just like. What I'll probably have to do is like find the timestamp later. They are non-tornadic, yes, usually, but they still consider tornadoes. Land spouts are still considered tornadoes. They're just not as dangerous. They have had land spouts that have had max wind speeds up to like 90 mile an hour, which is still obviously cause damage to stuff, knock over your trash can, things like that. But what's up, Yuki? They just reissued that severe thunderstorm warning for Charlottesville again, waiting this thing to move in. You were hit by a dust devil before? I've tried to chase those things down before, bro. I'll see them happen in like a parking lot or something, and I'll try to like run into them. Let's drive a little bit. RX, they're calling for it. So I'm just posting up right now, waiting. There's some storms in Charlottesville, about 35 minutes away from me, that are headed this way. They were tornado warned earlier, but they look like they might be dying. There's still a slight risk and a 2% outline for tornadoes in VA. So I'm not like, once again, another surprise stream, and it's a night stream, so it's different. But I'm willing to give it a shot for a couple hours and see if anything will happen. Maybe catch some lightning on a storm. We'll see what happens. Hello, grandson. Hope you would have get a rest tonight. I'm not sure exactly what you said there, but I'm gonna assume you were meaning, I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope you do the same. Thanks for coming in here, digital grandparent. That's my digital grandparent right there, guys. Apologize, but the granny needs sleep. Nearly 2 a.m. night, and drive carefully. Yeah, I figured. I mean, it's going to be a dead stream, really. There's not much going on. A lot of people that watch me are from other parts of the countries, or other parts of the world. The energy's not going to be the same as normal in here. Everybody's sleeping. Or watching other chasers like in the Midwest or something like that. I just wanted to get on here just in case we catch anything like lightning and stuff like that. But yeah. All right, Phil. Good night. And I appreciate you stopping in here and saying what's up. Yeah, I'll see you soon for sure. It still looks like Saturday might be a really good risk. So Saturday might be a big chase day. So maybe I'll see you Saturday. pretty busy up here in Minnesota today, and even more in Wisconsin. Yeah, I seen the Minnesota. I seen multiple tornado warnings firing off in Minnesota. Hope you were safe out there, bro. I need to clean this windshield. You can see the glare from like the headlights. Oh, okay, got you. Yo, wait, did you join the stream yesterday? Were you in my live stream yesterday? Did you happen to be in here? I don't remember seeing you. You know if it's any bad weather here in Midlothian? Nah, not right now. I'm close to Midlothian currently. I'm on Iron Bridge Road. I'm about 9 miles southeast of Midlothian currently. There's nothing going on right now. It could though. Just keep your eye on the weather. There's still a possibility of something happening. But if something fires off in Midlothian, trust and believe I'll be up there. I will drive there tonight. But right now it's looking all right. No, you're good right now. You're good right now. And like I said, just keep your eye on the weather tonight, because there's still a chance of development, especially for that area. That's why I'm out here. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna come over here where the airport is. We're gonna watch some airplanes land and take off like old days, and see if we can see these storms moving in from Charlottesville. We're gonna sit here and have a nice little chill stream waiting on storms. We're gonna be over here by the Chesterfield County Airport and maybe watch some airplanes land and take off. Sorry about the glare, guys. It's just I need to clean the windshield. I believe I see an airplane getting ready to land now. Hopefully by the time we get over there, we can see that happen. You know, I'm like petrified of airplanes, but I find them very interesting. I don't like them like enough to get on them. But I like watching them. I think they're fascinating to watch fly around, land, take off. I used to work by the Richmond International Airport, and I was a mechanic for cars, like, you know, working on rental cars and things like that. And we were so close to the airport where, you know, big passenger planes would take take off and land, that we would sometimes have to wear earmuffs or earplugs. And you could feel the wind and smell the jet fuel, everything. That's how cool it was. But I always found it fascinating to watch them all day long. Thought it was a cool job because of that reason, but still don't like them enough to get on them. We're gonna try to turn around in a way we can watch these airplanes, if there's somewhere safe to do so. They canceled the watch for the storms just now. Wait. You're new here, does it always rain like this? Where in Virginia? Yeah, Virginia gets some severe weather, a lot of rain, yeah, especially in around this time of year. Can't talk right now, guys, I'm sorry. The most severe weather you're gonna see in Virginia, since you said like you're new here, if you're from Midlothian, you're in a prime area. From the Richmond metro area all the way to the east towards like the coast. This whole area like that I just talked about is like prime atmosphere for severe development. So like, and then you got some spots like some areas like hot spots like in Danville, Virginia. Danville gets hit pretty hard. Shenandoah, up there by like Staunton, Virginia, those areas get hit pretty hard. There's some hot spots in Virginia for sure that see more severe weather than others. But Midlothian is one of them. There was actually a EF3 tornado that hit Midlothian back in 2018, I believe. It was from a hurricane, and it actually caused a fatality. It was on Hull Street, Virginia. That was on Hull Street. See if I can't set this up for you guys. Watch this. But yeah, so around this time of year, like, you know, spring, late spring, early summer, a lot of potential for storm development. That's not gonna work, is it? I don't think so. Might just have to hold it here. Come on, focus. What's my camera doing, bro? What is my camera doing, dude? Makes you want to move back to Chesapeake, Virginia. Trying to see if we can get an airplane. An airplane on stream. That'd be nice. We're just waiting for the thunderstorms to move in. Might be a bust. On a slight risk day, it's crazy, ain't it? We did have some tornado warnings issued for Virginia, though. I was nowhere near them. I was working today, and I was nowhere near them. This might work, actually. Let me try something. Is that what got you interested in weather or what? Give me one second. I'm setting my camera up. All right, I think I got a way to set this up so I don't have to hold it the whole time. It might work. There we go. That was not a shooting star, guys. That was a lightning bug. I wish I could turn this autofocus off. Does anybody know how to do that on a Google Pixel? This thing bothers me. This is one of the reasons why I don't like doing night chasing, because every time I go live at night, the camera does not know how to focus correctly. Like, I can't even look at this. That's ridiculous. Every time the lighthouse over there spins, it tries to like focus on it. Let me check radar. There's like nothing going on out here. Stream is dead. Oh, hold on a second. Might just call it. Come on, you. Alright, there we go. Think that worked? Wrong way. Let me just set it up. Yeah, the stream is dead. Nobody's coming in. It's a night chase. Can't see anything. The radar is basically showing. You know how to get stuck here. Alright, there we go. The radar is basically showing nothing's going to happen. I'll just drive home and then call it. I tried. That's why I told you guys yesterday I probably wouldn't go live today. But I seen a slight risk outlined. I was like, it's worth a shot. So yeah, I'll just probably have to wait till Saturday for another live stream of severe weather. But I'll keep the camera rolling for the drive. I was hoping for at least some lightning strikes or something, but there's like nothing. There's like nothing going on. Camera won't stay focused long enough. Well, I'm not going home, X. I haven't been home in like multiple days. I know you don't know much about the situation, but I'm like not going home right now. That needs to be a cool off period. So, but bro, like, if you haven't noticed the past 2 live streams I've had, there's been no thumbnails either. I haven't been home. I haven't touched my computer. I don't even know if my computer works anymore. Like, I have no idea what's going on at home. Right now, that's the best thing for me. Yeah. I've been homeless for the past 4 days, X. I'm sleeping in what I'm driving in right now. Nobody's known that until now, but I don't really care. Sometimes your sanity is worth more than anything else. How much is a hotel? Let me send you something. No, I'm good, bro. I'm not looking for no pity. I'm not looking for no handouts. I have my own money. I have like $1,000 sitting in a safe right now in my car. I have like $1,000 sitting in my safe right now, just sitting there that I'm saving up, and then I have like a couple $100s in my bank account. I don't need money to be sent to me. I have the ability to go home and sleep, bro. I have the ability to go home and sleep. I just choose not to. It's my house. You know what I mean? It's my house. I have the choice to go there and sleep. I just don't want to. What's going on, Sean? How you doing? No, it's not your bad. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying I don't want any money, bro. I don't want any money. I don't want any pity. This all is completely my choice. I have money. I'm not broke. Yeah, bro, I'm good. Not trying to be rude, but what happened, man? Just the same old stuff. Not really trying to put my business out there too much, man. Especially on here, but there's no same old stuff. Me and my girlfriend never argued much. Everybody around me and myself included thought, and we're under the assumption that the relationship was good. But she went on a trip and came back, and she was just not the same person. That's all I really have to say about it. I'm not putting her business out there. I'm not putting my business out there too much. Just, I guess you would consider it a mutual agreement to separate. I'm in my 30s, bro. I've been through a lot of relationships. And I know when things look looked like a red flag to me. To not sit around and wait for them to manifest or show themselves. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's best just to walk away from it before it gets worse. And I'm not about having my time wasted anymore. I'm still fairly young. I got a lot of dreams. I got a lot of goals. I work my ass off. I have no kids. I have no baby mama drama. I work, you know, I work a lot, dude. And like I don't cheat on nobody. I don't, you know, go off and like run mouth and gossip. And I give people the space and freedom they need when they need it. Because I ask for the same in return when I need it. So, I mean, like, not trying to be that guy, but like, dude, I'm like a good person for a girl to be with. But if it's just not in the cards, it's not in the cards, bro. That's all I can say. I always seem to be the one to get dicked over by girlfriends. But when I'm like just hanging out with girls casually, I'm all of a sudden the bad guy because I don't want a relationship. But then when I find myself caring about somebody enough to be in a relationship, things for some reason go south quickly. So my energy for all this stuff is just not there. I'd rather focus on what I'm doing now, my passions, my goals. I'm trying to do my best to lock in, not get lost in the head. You know what I mean? I did my part the best I could. That's the only thing I know I can go to sleep with at the end of the night. The one thing that makes me feel better, you just gotta find someone with the same interests and intentions. I've tried it before, X. I've had multiple relationships. I've tried it. I've tried to have people with same common interests and goals as me. I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, at the end of the day, no matter how bad I feel about stuff that happens like this, at the end of the day, I can rest my head easy and feel good about it, knowing that I did my part. I did my best. And I can walk away from another relationship once again saying that I was completely honest with somebody the whole time I was with them. I did my best to give them as much as I could. Regardless of the financial situation or emotional situation, I do my best. As well as try my best to be there and support people. And like I said, I can walk away from another relationship knowing I was completely honest and never stepped outside of relationship boundaries. Every relationship I've been in has had boundaries that I've never exceeded. I've never stepped outside of boundaries. And I can rest easy at the end of the night knowing that like I can step away from another person knowing that I did my best, you know what I mean? And like I didn't cheat or lie. But as for right now, best thing I can keep doing is moving forward and staying on top of, as long as you're doing your part, that's all that matters. That's my point. I can't control anybody else. I can't control the outcome. But like I said, the best thing to do right now is just keep I'm saving money for a couple big purchases. Myself in a lot of different ways that I couldn't before because I was giving my all to somebody else. try to make them, care for me a certain way. And it didn't end up being that way. So I just got to keep the motivation up and continue working hard. I got big plans coming, man. Within the next year, big plans. Around this time next year, there should be something big, and that will make me happy. That hey, like I can work hard too. You know what I mean? I can work hard, and still bring my head up out of like a tough time like this. Somebody hit a skunk around here. I can smell it. Hold on a second. I gotta check a text message. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I'll succeed, X. I got a plan. I've set a plan forward from now until next year around this time. A certain goal every day, financially, as well as like a strategy for stuff. Yeah, it'll happen. I don't really talk a lot of positivity a lot of times. Just because I'm a very logical person, I can really just state whether something's like off or it's not off. But I know one thing's for certain, that what the thing I'm working towards, it will for sure be here next year around this time. I just got to continue the motivation. That's all it is. I have an action plan set up. I have a strategy. I have a financial budget I'm like paying attention to. It's part of the strategy, obviously, but and honestly, it's gotten to the point where like it's not even that it's something that I want to do for myself. It's something I need to do for myself. I need to do this for myself because of the humbling experience I've witnessed this past week or two, and the mindset I've been in the past couple years, which is not like myself. I've got to do this for myself. It's just inevitable. It's not even about like I want to do this. It has to be done. Because I need to prove to myself and others that I'm not always in this headspace, that I can have goals and work towards them, and it's not just one thing either, X. It's a couple of different things, bro. There's a lot of things that I'm working on. Lots of things I'm working on, and maybe a couple of them will take a little bit longer than a year. Maybe they'll be here a little sooner than a year. But the main thing that I'm focused on right now will be here in about 350 days is about the time. So a little less than a year. Worst case scenario, a full year. I appreciate you, X. Well, guys, I'm sorry. It's been an hour. Dead stream. Nothing firing up out here. We're back to where we started when I started the live stream. Just another day where it's a bust. Yesterday was a day where they weren't outlining a lot of severe weather, and we had some, so that was a surprise. And then today we were under a slight risk and nothing happened. So this week has been full of surprises. Once again, I think that maybe Saturday is a chase day for me. I don't think tomorrow will be. Tomorrow's a payday for me, and I gotta work, so that'll be my main focus. Unless something fires up tomorrow where I can get on and chase it, and it's not a night stream, then so be it. But Saturday looks like it's going to be the best bet currently. I'll keep an eye on the models. But I think I'm going to end it in the next couple minutes. Does anybody else have anything they want to say before I get off? Any questions, anything like that? Alright, so I guess nobody has anything to say. Alright, brother. I will see everybody Saturday, maybe. We're gonna plan for Saturday. I'll even try to make a thumbnail for it if I can get home and do it. But other than that, good night, everybody. Stay safe out there wherever you're watching from. Keep an eye on the weather. Till next time. Take care.